Hi, I am Dr. Lucas. With over 30 years of practice, I have seen many patients with bone and joint health problems. Now, I have a question for you. Struggling with joint pain that keeps you up at night? You're not alone and you're not out of options. In this warm and supportive video, we'll share simple, practical tips to help seniors sleep better, reduce nighttime pain, and wake up feeling more rested. From gentle evening routines to small changes in your daily habits, you'll learn how to turn sleepless nights into peaceful rest. Let's get you sleeping soundly again because you deserve it. Have you ever laid in bed at night, the world finally quiet, the lights off, the pillow just right, but your knees, hips, or back just won't stop aching? It's like your body is begging for rest, but your joints have other plans. If that sounds like your nights lately, you're not alone. For so many people over 60, joint pain doesn't just stay with you during the day, it follows you into the night, stealing your sleep and your peace. You might find yourself tossing and turning, adjusting your position over and over, hoping to land on some magical spot where the pain stops and you can finally drift off. But the truth is, it's not just about finding the right position. It's about understanding how your body has changed, what it needs, and how you can work with it, not against it when it's time to sleep. Because here's the thing, good sleep isn't a luxury. It's your fuel. It's how your body repairs itself, how your mind resets, how you gather the strength to live fully the next day. And yet, joint pain can turn what should be the most restful part of your day into a battle. But don't worry, tonight doesn't have to be like last night or the night before. Let's talk about some simple, comforting changes you can make to finally sleep better even if joint pain has been your nighttime companion for years. We're not going to get complicated here. Just a few practical, doable things you can try starting tonight to ease the pain and welcome sleep back into your life. The first thing might sound almost too simple, but it's one of the most powerful things you can do. Create a bedtime wind-down routine that actually calms your body, especially your joints. Think about it this way. Your joints have carried you all day. They've supported every step, every movement. And just like you, they don't do well when they're rushed into rest. You can't go from watching the evening news to being in bed 10 minutes later and expect your body to be relaxed. Instead, give yourself permission to slow down. Maybe that means taking a warm shower or soaking your feet in a basin with Epsom salts. Warm water is like a gentle hug for inflamed joints. It increases circulation and soothes stiffness. If you enjoy a nice warm bath, even better. Just 15 minutes of soaking can loosen up tight muscles and ease joint pain, making it easier to lie still without discomfort once you're in bed. After that, try a light stretch, nothing strenuous. Just a few slow, gentle movements to signal to your joints that it's time to rest. Roll your shoulders, stretch your legs out straight, point and flex your feet, or lift your arms above your head and slowly bring them down. These little things might not seem like much, but they gently release tension from your joints, helping them settle into a more comfortable state. And while you're doing all this, make your environment cozy. Low lighting, soft music, maybe even a calming scent like lavender. This isn't just about relaxation, it's about giving your brain and your body the message. It's okay now. You can rest. You've done enough. Now, once you're in bed, let's talk about something that most people overlook, but makes a huge difference. Your mattress and pillows. If your mattress is too firm or too soft, it could be putting pressure on your joints or throwing your spine out of alignment, which makes joint pain worse. And if you're sleeping on the same mattress you've had since the kids moved out, well, it might be time for an upgrade. You don't necessarily need to run out and buy a brand new bed. But consider this, memory foam toppers can add cushion to relieve pressure points, especially in your hips and shoulders. These can help distribute your weight more evenly, so you're not waking up with one side aching more than the other. Pillows matter too. If your knees ache, try placing a soft pillow between them. It helps align your hips and reduces the twisting pressure on your lower back. If your shoulders hurt, hug a pillow to your chest or use one to support your arm. The goal here is simple. Support the parts of your body that need a break. Think of your pillow setup like a nest, soft, supportive, and molded to your comfort. Sometimes it's not just about the body though, it's about what's on your mind. Maybe the pain gets worse at night because there's nothing left to distract you. That's when the thoughts creep in. Will I ever sleep through the night again? Is this just how it is now? And those thoughts, as real as they feel, make everything tighter: your muscles, your jaw, your breath. And that tension, well, it only fuels the pain more. So here's a gentle idea. Before bed, take just 5 minutes, just 5, to sit quietly and focus on your breathing. In through your nose, hold it for a moment, out through your mouth. Count if it helps for seconds in, for seconds out. Let your shoulders drop. Let your hands rest. If thoughts come, let them pass like clouds. You're not trying to clear your mind. You're just creating space for stillness, for rest, for the possibility of comfort. And if you like journaling, even better. Write down one thing you're grateful for and one thing you're looking forward to tomorrow. It doesn't have to be big, maybe a warm cup of tea in the morning or a phone call with someone you love. Something gentle, something real. This gives your brain something positive to hold on to, rather than looping through worry as you try to sleep. All of this, your routine, your bed, your breathing, your mindset, it's not about perfection. It's about giving yourself the gift of comfort, a little more ease, a little more rest. Because sleep is not a luxury. It's your right. And with the right steps, it is possible even with joint pain. Now that we've talked about creating a soothing routine and setting up your bed for better support, let's keep going and explore another important way to improve your sleep when joint pain won't let up. Now, we've already explored how that first cream can be a game changer for soothing stiff joints and restoring a bit of freedom to your movements. But if you're someone who's looking for something a little stronger, or if you've tried the gentler stuff and it just hasn't done the trick, then you'll want to hear about this next one. Because the second cream we're talking about today isn't just another drugstore remedy. It's one that seniors all over the country are swearing by, especially for deeper, more stubborn pain. Picture this: it's the middle of the night and you wake up to that dull, aching throb in your knees again. You've tried flipping the pillow, changing your sleep position, maybe even walking around a little, hoping the pain will ease up. But it doesn't. That's where this next cream really shines. It's formulated not just to sit on the surface and tingle for a few minutes. It actually penetrates deep into the tissue, helping to reduce inflammation where it starts. The magic in this one? It often lies in a key ingredient you might recognize: menthol combined with camphor. Now, that might sound like a simple duo, but together they pack a surprisingly powerful punch. Menthol brings that immediate cooling sensation, almost like it's distracting your nerves from the pain, while camphor warms the area underneath, increasing circulation and loosening things up. It's a bit like a hot and cold therapy session, all wrapped into one smooth, fast-absorbing cream. And here's something I really appreciate about this option. It doesn't leave that greasy feeling afterward. You know what I'm talking about. Some creams feel like you've just dipped your hands in cooking oil. Not this one. It goes on light, dries quickly, and doesn't stain your clothes or sheets. That might sound like a small thing, but when you're using something every day, that comfort matters just as much as the relief itself. Now, I've talked to folks who say this cream has become part of their daily ritual. Before they head out for a morning walk or after a long day on their feet, they rub a bit on their lower back or around their shoulders, and within minutes, it's like their joints have been given a second wind. One lady even told me she keeps a tube in her purse just in case her arthritis flares up while she's out running errands. "I don't leave the house without it," she said, smiling. "It's like my little secret weapon." And honestly, that's what we're really talking about here, finding that little something that gives you back a piece of your day. Because joint pain doesn't just hurt, it steals moments. It makes you second guess whether you should go out, bend down to pick up the grandkids, or take that weekend trip. But when you've got something that works and works fast, it changes the whole equation. You start saying yes again. You start living again. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, that sounds great, but what if I have sensitive skin? I hear you. That's why it's always wise to test a small patch first, just to make sure your skin doesn't react. Some creams out there can be a little too strong, and no one wants irritation on top of pain. But from what many users report, this one seems to strike a nice balance. It's effective without being harsh. Something else I want to mention is scent. We all know certain creams come with a smell that could knock a horse over. This one, it's got a cooling, minty scent when you first apply it, but it fades quickly, leaving behind barely a trace. So you won't have to worry about walking around smelling like a medicine cabinet. You'll just feel better and no one has to know how you got there. But let's take a breath here, because we've got one more to go and I think this last one might just surprise you. It's not the most well-known cream out there, but sometimes it's the quiet ones that make the biggest difference. Before we move on, just take a moment to check in with yourself. If you've been pushing through pain, thinking it's just a part of aging you have to accept, I want to tell you this: you deserve comfort. You deserve ease. You deserve to move through your day without feeling like your body is fighting you every step of the way. And even if it's just a few minutes of relief, that can be the start of something so much bigger. Now, let's take that momentum and keep going. There's something truly special about finding a solution that feels like it was made just for you. That moment when the pain eases, even just a little, and you feel like you've got a piece of your life back that's priceless. And while the first two creams we talked about are fantastic, this last one has something a little different going for it. What makes it stand out? Well, this one takes a more natural route. It's built around herbal ingredients, things like arnica, turmeric, and sometimes even boswellia. Now, if you're not familiar with those names, don't worry. What matters is this: they've been used for centuries in traditional remedies to reduce swelling, calm inflammation, and support the body's healing process gently, without the harsh side effects of strong chemicals. A lot of seniors I've spoken with love this option because it feels kinder to their skin and their system. It's especially popular among those who are already juggling a few medications and want to avoid adding anything that might interfere or cause irritation. And let me tell you, the results can be just as powerful even without that intense hot or cold sensation. In fact, some folks prefer the more soothing feel. One gentleman said, "It doesn't tingle, it just works." And that's enough for me. I think that really captures the spirit of what so many of us are looking for: not just relief, but peace of mind. Something we can use regularly, even daily, without worry. A cream that doesn't just mask the pain for a few minutes, but actually supports healing over time. And while no cream is a miracle cure, this one has helped countless people move with more ease, sleep with less tossing, and even garden or dance again without flinching. And let's talk about texture for a second, because we've all tried creams that were either too thick, too sticky, or just didn't rub in well. This one goes on like a dream, smooth, almost velvety, and it absorbs beautifully. No greasy film, no need to wash your hands 3 times after applying it. It's the little details, like that, the comfort of the cream itself, that can turn a daily routine into a small act of self-care. You know, I think we sometimes underestimate how much pain can affect our mindset. When you're dealing with aching joints day after day, it can wear on your spirit. It can make you feel older than you really are. But relief, even in a small form like a cream, can start to change that. You stand a little taller, you smile a little more, and you realize, hey, I'm still me. I'm still capable. I'm still strong. It's not just about the physical pain. It's about reclaiming your rhythm. Whether it's bending down to tie your shoes without wincing, going for a walk without needing to pause every few minutes, or just sleeping through the night without waking up sore, it's those simple, everyday victories that start to add up. And if you're sitting there thinking, well, I've tried everything, and nothing seems to work anymore, I want you to hear this loud and clear: you haven't run out of options. Sometimes it just takes the right match, a cream that suits your body, your skin, your needs. That's why these 3 we've talked about today stand out, because they're more than just products. They're tools for a better life. Maybe it's the cooling relief of menthol, the herbal calm of arnica, or the fast-acting blend of camphor and circulation boosters. Whichever one speaks to you, give it a fair try. Apply it regularly, not just when the pain gets bad. Use it as part of your daily care, not just to put out fires, but to keep the sparks from starting in the first place. And remember, you're not alone in this. Millions of people in their 60s, 70s, even 80s are navigating the same journey. Some are just starting to feel the creaks in their knees. Others have been battling arthritis for decades. But they're all still here, still trying, still moving forward, and so are you. I truly hope that one of these creams brings you comfort, because you deserve that. You've lived, worked, loved, and given so much. This chapter of life should be about enjoying the freedom you've earned, not sitting on the sidelines. Because your joints say no, you are allowed to feel good in your body. You are allowed to take care of yourself without guilt. And you are allowed to believe that it's never too late for relief. If this video spoke to you, if you've tried one of these creams or found something else that's helped, don't keep it to yourself. Share it in the comments. Someone out there might be looking for the very advice you have to give. And if you found this helpful, go ahead and give it a like and subscribe for more simple, honest tips on staying strong, feeling good, and living your best life no matter your age. Thanks for spending this time with me. I'm proud of you for taking care of yourself today. And I hope, more than anything, that you keep moving, keep smiling, and keep believing in what's possible. Here's to joint comfort, to strength, and to the beautiful years ahead. Goodbye and see you in the next videos.